Imagination will never ever be a solution. So yesterday night, Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga teamed up once again and urgently conducted a very crucial meeting with the Jubilee Party leaders. Others will tend to say the Kiambu leaders, but the difference here is still the same. The matching outfits from Uhuru and Raila Odinga, and I want to have a look at this particular photo here, to give some people the PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. But that mission also failed. It did not work out completely. And I want you to have a look at this particular team here very keenly. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Now, this team here strongly believes that President William Ruto is actually a one-term president. This particular team here strongly believes that this time round, they will successfully manage to remove President William Ruto from power in the year 2027 general elections. But in my considered opinion, ladies and gentlemen, they are just wasting their fate. The biggest question here is this: what exactly is the secret political mission behind the Kenyattas this time round with Raila Odinga? And when I talk about the Kenyattas, due to some political reasons, I simply mean Mama Ngina Kenyatta also being included. And the sad truth here is that Raila Odinga still bado anakubali kupangwa. Indeed, Raila will never ever learn from his previous political mistakes. So let me read for you the diverse reactions this particular meeting here has elicited. Like, for example, the professor of politics, Mutahi Ngunyi himself, posted on his X account saying that, let me just read for you and show you on the screen. Politics of the reckoning chair. Uhuru Kenyatta is keeping Raila Odinga busy, taking him nowhere. If he could not make him president in 2022, what will he make him now? This is a political trap. And if I am wrong, I do not choose to be right. Damn. Let me also read for you this particular statement here that was made by Robert Halai. Says that the CEO of Naivas cannot spend all his energy trying to build or rescue Tuskys. With all due respect, President Uhuru Kenyatta should not be so incompetent and ineffective as Jubilee Party leader that now, without Baba Raila Odinga, he cannot even summon the Jubilee Party leadership. Can Uhuru Kenyatta just meet the Jubilee Party leadership and support us without tagging our party leader along? He can surely survive without the pension he is desperate for. I want to strongly agree with these two particular statements. I want to agree 100% with Mutahi Ngunyi that the former head of state Uhuru Kenyatta is just wasting Raila Odinga's time. If indeed he failed completely to make Raila Odinga to become the president in the previous 2022 general elections, what exactly will Uhuru Kenyatta make Raila Odinga this time round? I also want to agree 100% with Robert Alai that Uhuru Kenyatta should just focus on the leadership of the Jubilee Party without tagging along Raila Odinga, because he is just wasting Raila Odinga's time. And that is exactly what I've just talked about. The secret truth behind the Kenyattas this time round in Raila Odinga's politics. What exactly do they want from Raila Odinga? Because I strongly believe that Raila Odinga's best political option that he has been left with currently is only to focus on strengthening the ODM party ahead of the 2027 general election. So before I explain to you the secret truth on what exactly they discussed in this particular meeting, I just want us to conduct a brief critical investigation and observation in this photo here. The absence of Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, and the Wiper Party leader Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And the main question here is this: why do you think the leaders that I've just mentioned missed out in this particular event? Well, there are very many reasons behind that particular issue. But I strongly believe that the main reason behind these leaders missing in that particular event is because they were not invited in that event. Just like I had said it earlier on, the Kenyattas are only strictly interested with Raila Odinga because they know very well that Raila is actually the head, the decision maker, the direction, and the rest of the Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Alliance will actually follow him. So for them to capture the attention of the rest of the Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Alliance leaders, they must control Raila Amolo Odinga. So without further ado, I want to explain to you the secret truth behind that particular meeting. But before that, just in case you are listening to me up to this point, yet you haven't subscribed to this channel, I'm requesting you to please take a second or two and click to the subscribe button. You can also give this video a like. If you do that, YouTube will automatically recommend this channel and this video to reach out to others. To my returning subscribers, I also want to really appreciate you so much for your continued support. The truth here is, without your support, then this channel cannot be where it is currently, and that is why I don't take the support for granted. You can also get notified automatically by YouTube itself every time I upload a video on this channel by simply activating the notification bell down below. So having said that, now let us go straight into the details of this video. So why do you think these leaders, Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga and Pauline Njoroge and the rest of the Jubilee Party officials had to meet? And what do you think they discussed in that particular meeting? Well, in my considered opinion, I strongly believe that first of all, they talked about on various means on how to strengthen the Jubilee Party. The truth here is, David Murathe and Jeremiah Kioni have failed completely to revive the Jubilee Party, which is currently dead. So basically here, Uhuru Kenyatta still require the help of Raila Odinga to rescue the Jubilee Party. So let us wait and see if Raila Odinga will actually fall into that particular trap, or Raila Odinga will just make a final decision to ignore Uhuru Kenyatta. Only time will tell about that. And do you think that Raila Odinga will manage to rescue the Jubilee Party? As at now, I don't think so, because Jubilee Party is completely dead. Even in the Mount Kenya region is a party that it is completely rejected. Secondly, I strongly believe that these leaders talked about on how to neutralize President William Ruto and the UDA party in the larger Mount Kenya region. The truth of the matter here is that President William Ruto, the Kenya Kwanza Alliance regime, and the UDA party in general, the popularity is increasing in the larger Mount Kenya region instead of reducing, simply because the residents of the larger Mount Kenya region have refused to completely to shift their political support anywhere else. The truth here is that President William Ruto is still being loved in the larger Mount Kenya region. And if elections were to be conducted on this particular day, I strongly believe that majority of the people from the larger Mount Kenya region will still turn out in huge number to vote for President William Ruto. Because currently, William Ruto has got no competitor in the larger Mount Kenya region. And that will simply explain the reason as to why the residents from the larger Mount Kenya region have, up to date, they are still rejecting the Jubilee Party. They are still rejecting the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta. They are still rejecting Martha Karua, Raila Odinga, or any other Azimio leader from the larger Mount Kenya region. And finally, I strongly believe that these leaders actually talked about the next political move ahead of the 2027 general elections, including the creation of a new alliance. The fact here is that, apart from the Jubilee Party being dead, also the Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Alliance is completely dead. It cannot survive the political waves ahead of the 2027 general elections. The split within the Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Alliance top officials, whereby leaders like Martha Karua threatened to exit the Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Alliance due to the bitter fallout and the split within Azimio simply because of the recent final National Dialogue Committee report. So let us wait and see how things will turn out to be. Let us also wait and see the effect of this particular meeting, the objectives that they are planning to achieve ahead. Otherwise, I don't have much. Thank you so much for listening to me. Let me also know your thoughts, your views, and your opinions in the comment section down below. What can you say? What do you think about this meeting between Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, and Pauline Njoroge, and several other Jubilee Party leaders? Let me also see you again in my next analysis, but please don't forget to subscribe to this channel.